live from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Toronto. I have with me here today Kendra Cassels from BCD Travel. Kendra, thank you for being here. We're so
It's my
excited
pleasure.
to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, Kendra, you are a veteran of GBTA and GBTA Canada, and for those watching GBTA Broadcast Studio for quite some time, probably noticed that we typically have people here at executive level. But Kendra, you are the manager of event marketing at BCD Travel, so you bring really a fresh perspective on opportunities for women, specifically in the corporate travel industry. So how long have you been working in business travel, and what path did you take to enter the industry and get to where you are today?
Yeah, well, thanks, Allison. And let me start by thanking you for having me here and giving me the opportunity to represent BCD. But getting back to the question, I've been in corporate travel for 6 years now, and the more I learn about the industry, the more I realize that I have so much left to learn and left to discover. That's a perk of corporate travel. It never gets boring. That's for sure. But my background is that I have a business degree and a specialization in marketing. And when I graduated, really corporate travel was not at the forefront of my mind, thinking of a long-term career. But I happened to have a family member in the industry, and they pointed out an opportunity with BCD Travel to apply for an internship. So I applied for BCD's Management Associate program and was ultimately accepted. And like all of BCD's entry points, it was very welcoming to women. In my year, 2 of the 3 accepted were actually women. And then all 3 of us really enjoyed an immersive experience to introduce us to corporate travel. We flew to 6 countries in 6 weeks and had amazing opportunities to sit with leaders in the industry from airlines, hotels, GDSs, and just soak up and be introduced to the industry in a relatively small amount of time. And then I did a deeper dive with an internship at BCD and was ultimately hired on, and I've been with the global marketing team ever since.
Oh, fantastic. So Kendra, I know you were at our first Win It programming ever in Canada yesterday here in Toronto. So for you, what is the significance of having Win It by GBTA come to Canada for the first time?
Yeah, well, first of all, as a member of our BCD's events team, I feel like I'm always traveling outside of Canada, so it's such a nice change to have it in my home city of Toronto. Yeah, thank you. I didn't have to get on a flight today. And just, it's a really nice connection to host my peers in my home city. And then as it particularly pertains to Win It, it's just such an important organization to me because it gives me access to role models and to women who are paving the way and are successfully advancing their careers. There's a ton of information and resources so that when opportunities come my way, I know how best to take advantage of them. And I would also say that I'm so grateful of the mandate of Win It to have more women rise up through the ranks, and that's important to my career in the future. I know if I look at my own company, 70% of our global workforce is women.
Wow.
Yet if we look at the executive level, 84% are men. So BCD recognizes that there's room to improve there, and Win It obviously recognizes there's room to improve. So I think we all need to come together as an industry, as we're starting to do, and really raise up to improve that figure. At BCD, what we're doing, we just rolled out a new award program called the Women of Distinction, and we gave out our inaugural award to Kathy Jackson, and she's a member of our executive team. So we're very proud to recognize her for her 30+ years of service to BCD, but also it's about putting the spotlight on a successful woman in our industry. I really feel if you see it, you can be it.
Absolutely.
So when we have people like Kathy at the helm of a major company within this industry, it just really serves to show as an example of what we can all achieve, and the future looks pretty bright.
Absolutely. Well, let's shift gears and talk about in general new talent coming into the industry. I think you and I both know the importance of developing new talent that comes in. So from your perspective with BCD Travel specifically, what's BCD doing to attract new generations of talent to the industry and to groom them for leadership positions moving forward?
Yeah, you're right, it's vital. And one of the things BCD is doing is giving young professionals, and women especially, an opportunity to prove themselves. So as just a quick example, I would point to this interview. I know you're getting a lot of executives and senior leaders sent your way, but when my manager heard about this opportunity, they thought of me, and they're like, you know what, Kendra has this handled, and that's why I'm sitting with you today. I would also say that BCD is adamant about giving their employees an opportunity to attend professional development events. So attend Win It, attend GBTA, and get a chance to network with peers, share best practices, and really add to their knowledge base. And that's not a small investment when you're taking someone away from behind their desk and paying for T&E and registrations, but my company knows that it's an investment that pays dividends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious from a personal perspective, it sounds like you're part of a really empowering environment, which is fantastic. So for you, what is some of the best advice you've been given for your career moving forward?
Yeah, I've been really lucky to be surrounded by great mentors throughout my career thus far. And plug to GBTA, every time I come to your events, I always leave with takeaways that I can use now and throughout my career. But a couple that I would kind of pull out for today would be to say that you shouldn't rely on your organization's leadership to design and map out your career path. Your career progression is really your own responsibility, and you need to take that within yourself and ensure that management understands what your goals are, where you want to rise up to, and what you want to be doing there. And then I would also add that you shouldn't limit your opportunities by failing to throw your hat into the ring. It's a stat that many people have heard of by now, but men will apply to a job if they feel they're 60% qualified, whereas women will wait till they're 100% qualified. And that just really needs to change. Both men and women should apply to jobs and grow into roles where they can really test their abilities.
We need to step up more, all
We
of us.
do, yeah,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Well, great advice, Kendra. Thank you so much for being here with us today. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks,
Once
Allison.
again, I am Allison Davis, coming to you from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Toronto. Thank you for joining us.